It's clobbering time.
Wait, bing, bing, bing.
Bing bang, bing bang, bing bang.
Let's go. Get binged. You got binged, you got bonged.
Bing bang.
When one of most, I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I don't need nobody, yeah. I'm a ghost. Lone one of most.
Hey, yo. Welcome, guys, to yet another Yobuko video. I apologize, there hasn't been much content. There's a lot more coming, but I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that because I get bored when guys spend too much time talking about that in the intro. But if you guys appreciate transparency and want to see more about when I'm posting, what's going on with posting, when I'm live, just come see me on Twitch. The links are down below, or there's a Discord as well where we're setting up a nice little group, nice little community where we post our decks, we talk about things, and you guys can request certain types of decks, certain types of videos, and so on and so forth. But without further ado, I know a lot of you guys clicked on it because of this guy right here. This guy's tormenting a lot of us. For me in Infinite, I just see him like 50-60% of the time at the moment. I know it's because it's a brand new card, a brand new big bad card that has a massive impact on the game, and everyone's been waiting and been excited for it. Me personally, I didn't want to spend my tokens on this because next month, for those that don't know, is a lot of Spider-Man cards, a lot of move type cards. Move is like my favorite archetype, so I can't wait for next month. Next month is going to be incredible for cards, so I'm saving my tokens for then. I don't have the tokens for High Evolutionary, and unfortunately my bank account says no. My bank account is not highly evolved. Okay, so I can't just put money and buy this. So I know a lot of you guys are in the same boat for whatever reason, and maybe you're looking for how you can counter this little. So the main counter I know a lot of decks going to be using is Luke Cage. Luke Cage is running rampant right now because everyone has minus cards, and Luke Cage sort of nullifies a lot of it. So before I go into depth about the deck that we're going to be using, which is Cerebro deck, which I actually done a video on that done amazingly well. Thank you for the support. It's got like almost 2,000 views at this point while I'm making this video, and I'll link it. Boom, there, so you guys can see, because it's going to be a bit more in depth with the deck that I'm going to be using. If you guys maybe don't understand, or you want to see how to pilot this deck even more in depth and have each individual card explained, as well as having some replacements shown. But I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of what High Evolutionary does, in case some of you don't know. If you guys want to check, you can click on him in the token store and then do what I'm doing now, which is clicking on these cards to the side, so you can see what cards he affects and what effects they do. So you've got Wasp. Wasp afflicts 2 random enemy cards here with -1 power. You got Misty Knight. If you end a turn with unspent energy, she gives another friendly card +1 power. This one is probably one of the stronger ones. This, in combination with Sunspot, is just every time you waste energy, it's always being used. Then you've got Shocker. Gives the leftmost card in your hand -1 cost. Another great ability. Then we got Cyclops. When you end a turn with unspent energy, afflict 2 random enemies here with -1 power. Again, great card. The Thing, afflict a random enemy card here with -1 power. Repeat this twice more. So even if there's just one card on the opposite side, he can hit it 3 times and end up hitting the card for -3. There's actually an animation that you guys will see later on in the video. If you have Luke Cage active and they play the Thing, his stuff just bounces off your cards. It's pretty cool. Then we have the Abomination, who costs 1 less for each enemy card in play that's afflicted with negative power. We're going to be negating that when we use Luke Cage, and Abomination sort of becomes one of the weaker cards used by High Evolutionary in this current metagame. And then we have the Hulk, which is going to be kind of difficult for you guys to deal with, but ongoing, he gets +2 power for each turn you end with unspent energy. So there you go, that's what High Evolutionary does currently. He affects a lot of cards with no abilities. He's a very strong card. There is multiple ways to deal with him, but in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Cerebro 2, because it is a fun deck. It's a fun deck to use, and you can end up winning because you can just spread so much power across the board. If you have Mystique, you can end up getting about 25 power in 2 lanes, and 1 lane you get like 20 power. I don't know the exact maths for the middle lane, but I know for certain on 2 lanes you can at least get 25 power, which is absolutely insane. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to get into the deck and talk a little bit about how it works, and I'm also going to then get into some gameplay, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video.
I'm alone. When one of most, I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I don't need nobody, yeah. I'm a ghost. Lone one of most.
Alright guys, welcome. I'm going to throw up a deck overview here. This is from another video, as I previously mentioned. If you guys want to go and have a look at that video, the link will be down in the description, and I will try and tag it in the times that I mention it, so you guys can click on it. It's basically a Cerebro 2 video where I talk a bit more in depth, but in this video I'm going to talk about why these cards are great as well, and give you guys a quick overview. So get that out of the way, let's talk here. So one difference that I've made since the deck is I've added Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket afflicts your other cards with -1 power, which kind of sucks, but you can play Yellow Jacket first by himself, or if you have Luke Cage down, then you can play Yellow Jacket whenever you want, and he's a free 0 cost card that has 2 power. Then we have my boy M'Baku. M'Baku is one of the game savers. Sometimes it's a location that gets locked off by Storm, or maybe Sanctus Sanctorium, or whatever. There's sometimes locations that you can't play into. And M'Baku, if you swap him into Lockjaw, every time you get him in your hand, then M'Baku ends up staying in your deck, and then he jumps out at the end of the game into an empty space, and sometimes can clutch games, and he's clutched so many games for me. Then I've got Yondu. Just for a bit of disruption, you could swap out, like I said, if you look at the deck overview, as I showed you guys, you can swap out a lot of the 1 cost for different cards with 2 power, but I really like Yondu. Sometimes you get lucky with Yondu and you take out their key card, or you take out a massive card, and yeah, he just makes a massive difference. You can just get lucky, take out some good cards. Sometimes he has the same effect as Iceman, except that you're completely taking 1 card out of play for 1 cost, which I think is crazy. Sometimes his worth is absolutely insane. Sometimes you take out Death, sometimes you take out Hulk, and then he becomes like the power that you're gaining is just insane. So then we got Goose. Goose is great for trying to counter those Galactus players, because there's still a couple Galactus guys roaming around. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they still enjoy the game. But yeah, Goose is great for shutting down Galactus. It's also great for putting on top of your Cerebro, and you can make sure that they can't Enchantress your Cerebro unless they have a Zabu down, because Enchantress is also around. Or you could even put Goose on top of your Luke Cage and make sure they can't Enchantress your Luke Cage, because a lot of people are playing Enchantress into Luke Cage. So yeah, Goose is really good. Then we've got Luke Cage, who is probably the star at the moment. He's seeing so much more play than he's ever seen. Your cards can't have their power reduced, and it works retroactively. And what I mean by that is if a card is -3 because they've hit it, and you play Luke Cage, all of that minus will go back. So Luke Cage, amazing card. Another thing though is obviously you want to be careful of Rogue and Enchantress. If you're scared of Enchantress, play him under the Goose. If you're scared of a Rogue, then I would say play Luke Cage next to other ongoing cards like Mr. Fantastic, because you're not really worried about them taking the Mr. Fantastic ongoing effect. And that worked for me. I think I'll probably use one of those games that you'll be able to see later, where I have I think Cerebro and Mr. Fantastic in the same lane, so that when they play Rogue, they try and take Cerebro, or they try and take Luke Cage. I can't remember exactly, but they end up taking Mr. Fantastic, and that's just the way you can avoid that. Some people are playing Rogue as well in the High Evolutionary decks to deal with everybody playing these Luke Cage mirror matches. Then we have Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister, pretty self-explanatory. He's just 2 cards that have 2 power, and it's just to fill up the lane. Sometimes you need to fill up the lane. Then we've got Cerebro. For those that don't know what Cerebro does, your highest power cards get +2 power. And obviously in this deck, because every single card is the same power, they all get +2. And even when you play Blue Marvel, who is a 3 power, he makes everyone else a 3 power. So then therefore Blue Marvel then gets affected by Cerebro as well. And then we move on to Brute. Brute is good as well. She makes 3 cards that are 2 power. So a really good combo to do is to Storm a lane on turn 3, Brood it on turn 4. And it's pretty hard for them to contest, because if you get the whole combo off with Cerebro and Blue Marvel, you have 20 power. And as I said, if you can fit in Mystique into this deck, unfortunately I don't have Mystique. If you can Mystique your Cerebro, then you can end up having 25 power in one lane, and that's pretty hard for them to beat when you just storm a pretty much most of the time you're going to be storming an empty lane, or you're going to be storming a lane that's sort of disruptive towards you. But most of the time you're going to be able to get more power in that than they will. And also you can catch them off guard by playing Cerebro later. Some people don't work out that you're playing a Cerebro deck, and they snap because they've won the Storm location, and then you add loads of power to it with Blue Marvel and Cerebro. Then we move on to Lockjaw. I briefly spoke about this a second ago. With Lockjaw, you want to be playing M'Baku into Lockjaw so that you can keep getting other cards, more key cards. Maybe you haven't drawn Luke Cage, maybe you haven't drawn Cerebro. Hopefully you can get Blue Marvel through this, because having to play a 5-cost card can be really annoying in this deck, because obviously it doesn't really give you much opportunity. But just be careful where you play Lockjaw, and don't be careful not to play your Cerebro or Blue Marvel into Lockjaw and see it disappear into the Dark Abyss when you need it, because I have done that before. It's nice for M'Baku because you can just throw him in there, make sure he's in your deck. Also, it's nice for Yellow Jacket as well. He's a 0 cost, so if you are not drawing the cards that you need, you can just throw Yellow Jacket in there and just hope for the best and keep repeating with the low cost cards. Then we got Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is really good in this because he adds 2 power to both the left and the right lanes, as well as being a 2 power card himself. And as I said, because he's an ongoing card, I like to play one of the other ongoing cards near him, so that if they do play Rogue, or if it feels like if you see you're playing against a deck that might contain a Rogue, then he's the one that gets stolen, and not your important Luke Cage or your important Cerebro or your important Blue Marvel. Obviously don't play all of your ongoing cards in one location, because if they have Enchantress, then it's a big no-no. But I'm just saying, if there's a Rogue or whatever, spread out your ongoing cards, but usually put one of the important ones underneath Mr. Fantastic, so that if they do play Rogue, because I'm seeing quite a few Rogues, surprisingly, they hopefully steal Mr. Fantastic. But yeah, Mr. Fantastic, great card in this. Then we have Storm. Storm, like I said, great combo with Brood to lock down a location, but also Storm is there for those locations like Xandar and other locations that give you +5 or plus powers to your cards. Because that's something that you can't deal with in this deck. Because anything that's plussed will then get focused by Cerebro and just ruin the whole synergy. God damn. It'll ruin the whole synergy if any of the other cards get +1 because Cerebro will then target that. So Storm is there to shut down those troublesome locations that you guys can't deal with. But yeah, Storm, just a great card. Also, if there's no locations that are giving you any problems, you can shut down a location that maybe is going to benefit them. You can shut down just any location that is empty if there's no locations that you really want to get rid of. And then you can just Brood it. And like I said, it's pretty hard for them to contest it. So yeah, Storm, good card in this. Then we move on to Blue Marvel, who is a powerhouse for this deck. He makes everything a 3 power, and then Cerebro targets everything, including Blue Marvel. So he just adds +1 to everything. Cerebro adds +2 to everything. And that is it. That's how you get big power cards, and that's how this deck is piloted. I'm going to show you guys gameplay now of me trying. I think I'm just going to play exclusively against High Evolutionary so you guys can see how it works. But more or less, the reason this deck works against High Evolutionary is because it synergizes amazingly well with Luke Cage, and you have a lot of chances to pull Luke Cage because of the Lockjaw, because you're going to be playing Yellow Jacket and then Baku into Lockjaw, and you can even play Yondu into Lockjaw to maybe play Yondu more than once, and you're always going to be trying to look to draw Luke Cage. But because of the fact that you have Lockjaw, you're usually going to draw Luke Cage in these scenarios. So yeah, I've had a lot of success against the High Evolutionary card, and it is a really strong card, and you're going to see it everywhere. So I recommend you guys give a try with this deck. This deck is really fun as well, and there's loads of different replacements you guys can try. I'm gonna shoot up the deck overview for you guys here again so you guys can see the replacements. They're up top. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna bring it back down. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I put not as much effort into this one as I did into my other Cerebro video, but I didn't want to just do a repeat of the same video of doing all the card overviews. And like I said, if you guys really want to see really big in-depth overview, please click on the link down below. It's there for you guys to watch. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to be playing against High Evolutionary. You're going to see how strong it is. And I'll be doing another video on another deck that I've been using to counter High Evolutionary that I've been having a lot more fun with Iron Lad. But yeah, this one's a lot more accessible for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Peace. Make sure you come back to the next videos, the stream, the Twitch, the likes, the comments, subscription, everything. Peace. God damn. We need to fill up X Mansion. He probably has High Evolutionary if he's playing Sunspot. That would be my guess. One of my favorite domino variants, but I don't have any gold. Sad times. I actually have quite a bit of gold at the moment. I'm saving it up. I want to see if I can save up enough that I can get a pack when it comes out. Actually, that's what I was going to do. I was going to look up future bundles and see what bundles I want. There's got to be a Venom one coming out for Spider-Man with the Spider-Man stuff, right? Okay, so he's definitely playing High Evolutionary. A lot of people with High Evolutionary are playing Luke Cage to counter other High Evolutionaries. Oh, come on. I mean, that's just not really that useful, is it? I mean, if I had Enchantress, I guess it would be annoying, but I don't, so it doesn't matter. Let me just play Mr. Sinister, or may I could play Mr. Fantastic and hopefully Yondu or Yellow. Oh, we have our own Luke Cage down there, so we should be okay. This is one of the best variants, though, 100%. That's just pretty cool. My man's just standing there, bullets slapping him in the face.
Wind, aid my
But I have a bad feeling he has Enchantress or he has Rogue.
It's clobbering time.
Wait, bing, bing, bing. Let's go. Get binged. You got binged, you got bonged. So I could do this, that. That Luke Cage animation is so good, right? The bing, bing, bong, bing. It's fucking sick. Almost done that in the wrong order. Alright, cool. I was literally about to say, let me see if I can make M'Baku jump out for just no reason other than the fact I want to, but he's already there. That is indeed a clean Luke. Alright, let's go! Aww. High Evolutionary not working out for you, is it, man? You got binged. You got binged and you got bonged. With High Evolutionary, it might actually be kind of good. Potentially, baby. Like, imagine Ilad copies Hulk and he gets plus power for each time you skipped energy. Kind of gross. Okie dokie, let's play a goose. Don't be a silly goose. Not playing anything in middle. Okay, he's not Thanos. Oh, High Evolution. Let me sit up for this game. Same, I don't have the 1% luck like you. Hey man, get good. Get good, go, bro. Get good, girl. Get good, girl. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. Alright, I'm gonna storm here.
Wind, aid my hand.
Alright, we've got Cerebro, that's good. So far, every game I've had Cerebro in my hand, which is good. And we've been able to play Blue Marble. We've been able to play Blue Marble. I need Luke Cage this game, though. Oh, I like it when I have Luke Cage and they chuck this. With a ding, ding, ding. Oh, wait, what? Determine make card with -1 power, but I only went to -1. Oh, right. Hit it 3 times. I was confused for a second. Boom. Bow. Oh no, I don't want to play Lockjaw there actually. Because otherwise I can't play Mr. Fantastic. I might play Mr. Sinister actually. Actually, Yondu might screw him up a little bit. I don't know what he's going to draw. Let's play Yondu. Just to see if we can screw him up a little bit. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Why has he got Dr. Octopus in his deck? Okay, we got rid of Cyclops. That's pretty good. Oh, nice. Let me draw Blue Marble out there. But we need Luke Cage. Ah. Actually, do you know what? I still win left even without Luke Cage. Wait, what happened to his cards? Are they still glowing? They're not glowing anymore. Alright, come on. Let's get Venomized. Venomized. I'd definitely take that symbiote and get Venomized. We actually got kind of lucky with the thing hitting 1 card only. Because now everything else still gets affected by Cerebro except for this 1 card. I mean, this card is kind of ugly anyway. Look at it. You don't fucking deserve my buff. Ugly ass broodling. No offense if anyone's mothers are broodling. Come on, man. Why does he have Dr. Octopus in his deck? Doesn't that seem a bit weird to you guys? Look at this little tubby boy. He looks like he's from that film. What's it called? Despicable Me. He looks like that dude. I don't know what dude I'm thinking of. I'm going to find it right now. Despicable Me. Looks like this dude. You're confident. Okay. Oh, you fucker. He actually fucked me up. Bro, what are the chances that he doesn't steal Mr. Fantastic? Ugh, bro, I'm so unlucky, man. I swear to God. Man spamming, I'm confident. Yeah, great, mate. I'm so glad that you're confident. Yeah, waste, man. I don't know so far the good thing about how it curves out really nicely. Yeah, I mean, he just seems a bit broken in general. Look, this is what his card looks like. I don't care, bro. At least I don't have that. Look at this dude. That's the card you're playing in High Evo. Get out of here, man. But he's just from like donations on Twitch. He makes money from Twitch, so I mean it's not that bad. If you make money off the game, then it's fine, I think. But like some of them, like I feel like if everyone collectively didn't buy them, then they would stop making them such ridiculous prices. That's a very high price for one card variant. Do you not think? For a chibi card variant. And they play off the exclusivity fact, like the fact that you're scared that you're gonna miss out on like the card because you can only get it from a bundle kind of thing. I don't know, I don't like it. I could play Cerebro. I probably should have said play Brood over here. Oh well. Oh well, who gives a fuck? We have loads of time to make mistakes on left. Before more just variants, what do you mean? What card copies first? It doesn't matter because I can't play on both. I can play this over here though. But then I can only replay Blue Marvel. We just need to hope that we don't get M'Baku. I have Ironland pin, but I'm not getting what I need basically at all. And while I slightly got a useful card recently, it's for a type of deck I'm not too fond of. They're a Gemini with credits token, so they cost half a mortgage. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was complaining. Like I'm paying £30 more or less for a card variant. I don't mind the other stuff that comes with it, but like just make it separate. I don't know. It's just fucking. It's a bit ridiculous. I think the cost of some shit in this game. Like a lot of the stuff is like 60 odd pound. Like it's a bit ridiculous. Does no one else think so? Like I don't know. We need Luke Cage badly. So if we don't get Luke Cage from this, then we pretty much lose. Cool. GG. Alright, so if I do this, +1, I get +1, +1, +1. But then that +1 to itself as well, which is good. But if I Cerebro, I get +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2. 4 times 2. So 4 times 2, 8, so I get 16. I actually get more power here, and I think I actually win over here. But what about Blue Marvel? He would just add 4. No, he'd add 3. You get 9. No, 4 +1. So he'd add 4 to each card. I think I just play Blue Marvel. I think I get more value from Blue Marvel. I get +4 to each card. Whereas over here, I get Cerebro, which gives 2, 4, 6, 8 to each card. But then I'm missing out on 2 cards. Actually, Cerebro, but then... Master's Heart. I think Cerebro's the best, because I'm going to lose right anyway. I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, he retreated. I feel like my own maths was like, yeah! He just left the game and was like, fuck this, bro, I ain't playing. I think I was mathing so hard, bro, my own Cerebro was popping off. I gave Professor X a headache. They should make another big bad card and it just swaps all abilities of cards inside of your deck randomly. Like, you could have like, I don't know, like some crazy shit going on. Spread out the power. Spread out the power. Alright, this is what we wanted. Come on, Luke Cage. Come on, Lukey. God damn it. I wanted to Cerebro it. I mean, storm this, but now I'm gonna have to storm this. Oh, come on, man. I need Storm and I need Luke Cage to win this game. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Storm and Luke Cage. Storm and Luke Cage! Don't swap into Storm over here, though, because otherwise I can't play anything over here. Give me Luke Cage. Swap into Luke Cage. Luke Cage! Luke Cage! Luke Cage! Luke Cage! Yeah! See, you gotta do a dance. Why don't you start going Luke Cage, and Storm? Aww. Well, I think I played Cerebro here. And then pray that we draw... I mean, anything we draw actually is kind of doo-doo. What the hell? I'm looking at Shang-Chi. Ah, man. Oh, now I get Storm. Oh, now you want to give me Storm. To be honest, I actually need to Storm there anyway, because in case M'Baku jumps out and lands there. Oh, my days. And then I play Sunsport, who actually turns into a 2. Or I can actually play Sunsport on him. But then I might swap into... It might swap into M'Baku. But then it might also swap into Blue Marvel. I think I'm going to do that. Swaps into Blue Marvel, hopefully.
Wind, aid my hand.
Come on. Swap into Blue Marvel. Ultimate combo. Show High Evolutionary what we doing. Let's go! No! Take Mr. Fantastic! Yes! No problem. You cheeky bugger. Can't believe you went for that. Let's go! High Evolutionary where? A lot of people are playing Rogue Band. I recommend if you guys try this deck to play Mr. Fantastic on near your Cerebro so they take that instead. Let's go! I think it's to do with the time that he streams at. I think he's... Oh shit, I need to fill this up. I think he streams like very early when there's like no one streaming Marvel Snap. I want to play my Luke Cage over here. But then if this card is bigger than what I need, then it's going to scare me. Don't turn into a vampire real soon. What do you mean? Why? Oh, because of... I'm gonna play vampire. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, I guess I can play Yellow Jacket anyway.
Opponent nabbed.
But I guess I'll play it on here. Actually, I'll save it. I'll save it. I don't need to play him yet. Getting fed up with these snap games. Nah, they're okay. It's alright. But I do want to play. I do want to play the thing. Wow, where's this? I'm so glad they made an animation for when someone has Luke Cage. It's actually pretty cool. Blue Marvel. Oh, okay, Goose. It's not too bad. A bit sucky that I didn't come out before, but ayo. No problem. Where's M'Baku? Oh, he's in mid already. Guess I'll do that and that. Hopefully that turns into Blue Marvel. It's not the most, not the best game to showcase why this is good against High Evolutionary, but it's been okay. It's gone alright. That rock is kind of messing me up, having that 0 power rock taking up a location space. And hopefully we get that turn into Blue Marvel. Okay. I think we can actually win this. I think we win left. Even without Blue Marvel. Oh, and we get Blue Marvel. Let's go! High Evolutionary where? Get out of here, man. Go get a refund. Go get them 6,000 tokens back, boy. Let's go. Cerebi. I'm gonna go eat my lunch soon. So far, I've got one video of me against High Evolutionary. I can't play that now, just in case I don't get Luke Cage. When's lunchtime? Oh, look. I literally said I'm going to eat after this game or more. Alright, cool. Bashi Hulk. Okay, that's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Good. I'm gonna go put my burritos in the microwave. Alright, we're against High Evolutionary now. Oh wow, you can't play any cards here then. Look. 4, 5, and 6 can't be played, and 1, 2, and 3 can't be played, so no one can play anything over there. Like, what? Okay, I actually don't want to play anything, I don't think. I mean, I guess I play Cerebro over here, but it's just... I'm gonna skip a turn. We actually win over here because he can't play anything.
Oh, snap.
I'm gonna snap. We'll do this first. He got Wasp. Oh yeah. Well, we can still win it with Mr. Fantastic. And maybe in Baku. I need Luke Cage, man. Yeah! My buddy, oh pal, my boy, my friend, oh buddy, oh pal. Friend, buddy, oh friend, oh pal, oh friend, oh buddy, oh pal. And yeah, we can stick in Baku and Lockjaw if we do manage to draw in Baku. And we win right, and we should win mid, so... Get your minus crap out of here, man. I want to see the animation for when we have Luke Cage and they Cyclops us. I wonder if there's an animation for that. They must have known everyone would have been playing Luke Cage to counter it. Yeah, you are. Let me see the ding, ding, ding. Yes, sir. Get dinged. Ding-a-ling, ding, 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 ding. Yes, sir. Let's go. Come on in, Baku. Count into Blue Marvel. And then go into right. Come on, Blue Marvel. Come on down to the Blue on Marvel and get your CS sticks. He might just play the Abomination and Hulk, but I don't know if that beats us. It might do. Yeah! Perfect. Oh no! 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 Oh wait, we still win. Ah! Enchantress doesn't do anything to us because he had to sacrifice so much power to play Enchantress and Wasp. Get out of here, man. That don't mean nothing to me. High Evolutionary can suck it. Cerebro 2's here to stay.
Spending too much time wishing on a star. Realize that you're just sitting in the dark, home for a spark, waiting for no other shot with an arc. But I ain't going 2 by 2. I'ma cruise right by you. If it's all that I do, high IQ, let me prove what you got.